Every single day, thousands of businesses lose clients, not because their product is bad, but because the first 5 minutes of the relationship feel like filling out a DMV form in the dark. You worked so hard to earn that lead, ran the ads, took the calls, sent the follow-ups, and then the onboarding process shows up looking like a Google form from 2012. Here's what's actually happening beneath the surface. Automation has become the go-to solution for scaling client intake, but most businesses deploy it the way a nervous chef uses a microwave technically functional, completely soulless. The system isn't broken because automation exists. It's broken because people confused efficiency with experience. Think about the last time you signed up for something and felt genuinely impressed by the process. It probably felt seamless, warm, almost human, and you couldn't quite put your finger on why. That's not an accident. That's intentional design, working so well it becomes invisible. And most small to mid-sized businesses have no idea that gap even exists between where they are and where that experience lives. Let's rewind to around 2017, when the automate everything wave hit entrepreneurial culture like a motivational speaker with a Kajabi account. Everyone was building funnels, dropping Calendly links, and calling it a client experience, when really they were just outsourcing the awkward parts without replacing the warmth. The psychological truth here is that first impressions aren't just emotional, they're neurological. And your brain decides within seconds whether it trusts a process or quietly starts looking for the exit. When a new client hits a cold, clunky intake sequence, the subconscious narrative becomes, if this is how they treat me now, imagine 6 months in. Here's the irony that almost nobody talks about. The businesses with the most sophisticated automation often have the worst onboarding energy, while the freelancer answering emails at midnight with genuine enthusiasm wins the loyalty game every single time. Automation without personality is just bureaucracy wearing a MailChimp badge. But here's where history gives us something useful look at every major service industry shift, from banking to healthcare to legal, and you'll see the same pattern play out, where efficiency tools first strip humanity out, then the best operators figure out how to layer it back in strategically. We are literally in the stripping out the humanity phase of business automation right now, which means whoever figures out the rehumanization play first is going to dominate their niche. The misconception you need to drop immediately is that automation and personalization are opposites, because they are not even in the same category of decision. Automation is a delivery mechanism, and personalization is the content inside it. Conflating the two is like blaming the postal service for a bad birthday card. So what actually works? The businesses winning right now are using automation to handle timing and logistics while injecting human signal points, a real video, a handwritten style note, a voice memo at the exact moments when clients are most emotionally primed to receive them. You don't automate the feeling, you automate the delivery of the feeling. And that distinction is worth more than any software subscription you're currently paying for. The practical playbook looks something like this. Trigger an automated welcome sequence the moment someone signs, but make the first touch point a short personal video from a real human face they recognize from the sales process. Follow that within 24 hours with a structured intake form that feels curated, not generic, using their name, their industry language, and a progress bar so they know they're moving through something intentional. Then, at the 72-hour mark, have a real person check in, not to sell anything, just to ask how the process felt, because that one question generates more referrals than any review request campaign you'll ever run. The discipline here isn't in picking the right tool, it's in resisting the urge to automate past the point of humanity just because you technically can. Every time you add a new automation step, ask yourself whether a new client experiencing this for the first time would feel seen or processed, and if the answer is processed, you've gone one step too far. Position size your automation, the same way a good investor sizes a trade enough to scale. Not so much that you blow up the relationship. At its core, this whole conversation is really about one thing. What do you want people to feel about you before they've even experienced your full service? That feeling is engineered, not accidental. And the businesses that treat it like a design problem rather than an administrative one are the ones building the kind of client loyalty that makes referrals feel inevitable. Discipline in your process, consistency in your touch points, and intentional sizing of where humans show up versus where systems do. That's the whole game. You don't need to fear automation, and you don't need to abandon it out of some romantic notion that everything should be handcrafted. You just need to be honest about what your client actually needs to feel confident that they made the right choice. Prepare the system rationally, stress test it emotionally, and stay comfortable iterating, because no onboarding sequence is ever truly finished. And if you're ready to start building something real, whether that's investing in real estate, tackling a contracting project, or connecting with the right lenders to make it happen, check out our links in the description below, and let's get you moving.